Have you heard about shopping mall getting hacked? Heard about hacking in e-commerce websites, shopping malls, which are getting hacked nowadays? Let us see what CEO Mr. Abhishek Mitra have to say about this topic. Today we will also discuss some queries about hacking in e-commerce sites. So today, let us see, sir, what you have to say. So, sir, why cybersecurity is important for shopping mall?
See, cybersecurity is important in e-commerce website as well as in shopping mall because credit card information, debit card informations are there stored when we are shopping online. We try to save our time when we save those details on the website. We see websites do say the disclaimer that the CVV details are not saved in the website, but still if the database is stored somewhere and that is vulnerable, anybody can get into the website. All the credit card information and debit card information are sold in dark web, we all know. And those dark web is a coal mine for hackers. They get into those dark webs and they purchase those details. Those details are also shared to buy a number of things. At the end of the day, a customer who haven't bought anything outside can see a lot of bills in front of him and he will be in a mess, completely in a mess. So this is from a customer point of view. From a shopping mall's point of view, see, if you're having internal OT devices are there, operational devices are there, where all the details are stored in a database. Like when somebody is purchasing something, you have seen that there are bar readers which record data. All those things are stored in the database, in the shopping mall database. So when these things are going on, anybody can get into the same network, compromise the network and get into the details, manipulate the details, right? We have seen sophisticated kind of attacks in international, outside the country, like in America and other places, where skimming devices are being placed on the cart. Like when you are swiping the card, there is a skimming device which is placed there. So when you are swiping the card, debit card or the credit card out there, and you are giving your PIN and you are coming out, the skimming devices record all the details of your card. So that card can be cloned. So it is very annoying from when you are paying through your card. You don't know that your card details or when you are swiping it's not being cloned. Any cloning device is not there attached. Right. So obviously we need to follow, like the shopping malls, when their shopping malls are there, they need to follow the 27001 audit policies, best practices of cybersecurity, and also go for a periodical auditing also for their websites and for their internal networks. See, only following 27001 cybersecurity policies won't help because that is a normal standard best practices. Whereas if you need to be updated and see, there are numerous level of hacking incidents and new incidents that are taking place day by day. So when new attacks comes in, those policies might be outdated. See, best practices are very good, thumbs up for that. But if you need to be updated, you need to go for periodical network testing and your website penetration testing. When it comes to shopping e-commerce website, we have seen tempered data vulnerability. Like when you are purchasing something having n number of price, like 13,000 price, it can be manipulated and can be done to 1 rupee, it can be changed to 1 rupee. And we can purchase that. Obviously, when you are purchasing it might be a question from a customer point of view or from the company's point of view that the concerned person is purchasing in 1 rupee. That when we are delivering to that person, we know that when we go back and trace it, we know that who has purchased it. But there is a take on it. When we have bought it in 1 rupee, any hacker has bought it in 1 rupee, or they have changed the this coupon code, where discount code of 15% or to 50%. These all things are manipulated, and there is an auto-generated e-bill. So when you are paying 1 rupee, you also receive an e-bill of e-invoice stating that you have already paid 13,000. So that means you have, as a customer, hacker has a proof that he has paid 13,000 rupees. So that will be a long, that will be in a consumer forum court or somewhere. It will be a long incident. But this is where the reputation comes at a stake. Like when something gets hacked, obviously where numerous card details and customer interactions are huge in shopping mall. So it is very important to secure the touch points where the customers are interacting with the shopping malls or like e-commerce. Okay, you need to secure the touch points. Okay, where the credit card details, where the debit card details are there, where the product price cannot be changed. You should have a server side validation done, and these all things. So obviously on the web credential testing part, and physically if the company has its own infrastructure like shopping malls, okay, they need to secure their internal networks as well.
Okay. So next queries is that, sir, how the shopping mall is secured now? Is it secured?
See, if you are going with a periodical penetration testing, okay, which unfortunately many companies doesn't go for. We cannot tell that 100% that shopping malls or e-commerce websites are secure. Off the track, what I can tell you is we have done many penetration testing officially with many of the e-commerce websites. We have seen that the same vulnerability is a common vulnerability of tempered data is there, and in the internal networks there is no encryption of data being transferred. Okay, so anybody can manipulate it. So these are the common vulnerabilities that remain. We have numerous e-commerce websites as our clients, and also we have audited many shopping malls as well. Okay, in different branches, not in Kolkata but outside this state. So that what I have experienced is they are concerned about the security nowadays, but it is they should be much more implementing on a part of when we are doing this audit. We have seen that they want to do this audit just to get the certification of 27001, which is very frustrating from a point of view of a cybersecurity person like us, because only doing an audit and if they are not following it, or after the re-audit just a few things have been changed, this doesn't look good, or this doesn't solve the purpose at all. Customers are at the same level of risk, and the company as well is on the same level of risk. Just you need to implement those securities at what level they need to be implemented. Right. So obviously there are many hacks which we have seen in the recent past, like Walmart getting hacked. Many e-commerce companies in India we have seen getting hacked. Obviously they have now been secured. Bigger e-commerce companies like Flipkart and many other companies, they have their own cybersecurity team which is working continuously on preventing this kind of hacks.
So what makes the shopping malls vulnerability to cyber attacks?
They are much more prone to cyber attacks because, see, customer credit card and debit card details are there, right? Their customer informations which are very critical, like there might be if they can get the credit card information or debit card information, they can give a call and take the PIN number and do many things. The hackers can do many things with that. So this is very important, like because when it comes to vast range of attacks when we are talking about, so shopping malls are the places, or e-commerce websites are the places where hackers are much more interested to hack into their database. Why? Because either they can buy stuff on a very cheaper price, like and hacking into and getting into a cheaper price, or even for free and hacking into coupon codes and all those things, or can get into a database and steal credit card informations of numerous customers or debit card information of numerous customers. So it is very vital. Like we have seen in the hospital industry previously, what we have done a video of previously, this is also very vital, because this is where the entire there are two ways of hacks that can be done. From the company's prospect, company can lose their own reputation, and from the customer's point of view, they can lose their entire money out there. Right.
Now coming to the last question of this session, how can we protect the shopping malls?
It should be a real step taken by the authorities of the shopping malls or the e-commerce websites owners, that they should be focusing on implementing cybersecurity measures, not only for the sake of getting certificates of 27001, but also to readily accepting the challenge of hackers and implementing security measures that can protect their critical infrastructures and obviously there are endpoints where customers are getting in touch with them, like securing the endpoint which I have told. So it is very important by the decision makers, the board members should take this very seriously. And obviously in India we have seen that there are many companies in different various fields and various sectors. They are implementing cybersecurity, and they are coming to us asking for audit, VAPT audit, which was not there previously. So obviously everyone is getting accustomed to the new field of cybercrime, and they are protecting their own infrastructure. So it is better for them to take measures than to react, because if you think about for doing forensic, this is very hard when you have lost something with a huge scale. Okay, it is very hard to earn your same reputation. You obviously, when you trust a company, where you will never trust a company where there had been hacking incidents that have been done, right? Even we personally take examples of such companies when we go to numerous clients. See, this is the company belonging to the same industry have been hacked previously. Right. So this is where other companies will take advantage. Your competitor will take advantage of this. And most importantly, customers who are your asset. Okay, the customers that give you business and loyal customers, those are very important for your business, will lose trust on you. The shareholders will lose trust on you. That will be a huge loss to a company. See, what a company owner or decision makers or board members think when it comes to cybersecurity, they think that when we are implementing some cybersecurity, just on the sake of 27001 policies, adhering to that policy, which will get new shareholders or something what they want to, or they think that this is a thing that needs to be attended on a later stage. Now we need to only focus on getting new customers, new policies, and new things that be done. That is a thing of past nowadays. Nowadays they are thinking that this should be the first priority that need to be taken, and they are implementing. So I am really sure that in future we'll get many more shopping malls and e-commerce website are much more secure. It will not be a hacker's playground, and then hackers cannot hack it so easily.
So thank you. That was all about these sessions.